Good morning. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful morning. Day 2 in my new schedule, which is again waking up at about 5 o'clock, getting around 6 hours of sleep. I always thought that I needed more sleep, like around 8 hours or so to be rested, but I've been getting around 6 the last couple nights and just waking up feeling amazing. So that's part of the new schedule. Again, sitting for 20 minutes every morning and also exercising for about 25 minutes seems to be putting me in a pretty good frame of mind for the day. I feel energized, happy, very positive. So I didn't get to eat breakfast yesterday, which was sort of hopefully part of my schedule, but I was out of eggs. So today we'll see the inclusion of my normal double egg breakfast and some bacon that I cooked yesterday, which should be kind of neat. I just wanted to speak briefly about a little bit about impermanence, I guess, to some degree, but mostly the organic act of sitting for me. The Zen practice that I first started studying was not very flexible on the sitting part. It was very rigid, and if you didn't move for half an hour, and if you had an itch, you just basically bore through it and ignored it and decided to go into that part in your mind and just make it not matter. And I mean, I really do understand and appreciate the sort of the rigor of that sort of practice. But for me, just because my guilt complex, or if I don't succeed, I get very frustrated with myself very quickly. So I've made my practice have a fairly organic feel to it. So if I need to scratch, I'll scratch. If I need to move slightly, then I'll move slightly. But yes, for the most part, I will still try to stay still, because that's obviously the way that you get into that space in your head. So while I do still appreciate, and that is the ideal, whether or not it happens every single time, not so much. But I'm sort of okay with that for now. Just because I want to get back into the standard, practicing every day for hopefully 20 minutes, if not 10 minutes. So yeah, that's kind of a neat thing to consider, because it really lets you relax a little bit more into the practice and not feel like if you open your eyes within 5 minutes, or scratch your foot, or have to move because you're getting a cramp, that you don't feel guilty about it. You just, and you just go back into the practice again, and don't blame yourself for it, because we're all human. So that's making the daily practice, and just me kind of getting a little bit of what would you call it? Progress in sitting. So I just wanted to mention that it's okay if you're sitting, you can't always keep it 100% to the ideal. Don't beat yourself up about it. And this morning I had a bit of a difficulty, just because there was a real my roommate was snoring, he was still asleep, and I was having a really tough time getting into my headspace. I've considered wearing some sort of noise cancelling headphones, or like just cups that go over your ears that block out sound, but I feel that would sort of detract me from listening to the birds chirping outside, and the wind whistling and moving, and just the world happening, which I actually, if you've listened to some of my other vlogs, I kind of rely pretty heavily on oral, A-U-R-A-L, oral stimulation, in order to get into that Zen spot in my head. So I feel like blocking that out might not be the best. I might try it. I did find that kind of returning to the breath and counting the breath, or just being mindful of my breath, really helped me to get into a bit of a Zen state a couple times, which is really what, again, I'm kind of happy about. So yeah. So have a wonderful Thursday. And I believe it's the 19th today. June is fast leaving us. The summer goes by too quickly. Time in general goes by quickly, which is, again, why I say, and why many people say, enjoy the time you have and make it yours. It's yours. This is your time. Do with it what you want, and just share that with other people, and If you make other people feel happy, if you make yourself feel happy, other people will feel happy as well. It sounds a little cheesy, but it's a simple thing. Life is not difficult. Once you realize that life is not easy, it becomes not difficult. That's my parable for the day. Anyway, have a wonderful Thursday, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye-bye.